Let's move on to some SAC games because you're Northside Redskins.
Yeah, my Northside Redskins.
Your Northside Redskins, alma mater. I know they're not your Northside Redskins. They battle Luers this week. And Northside really, I saw them in the first game against Concordia. I've seen them a couple times since then. They look like a team the past couple of weeks. I don't know what's happened because this is a team 3-4 weeks ago. They're coming off a 1-point loss to Dwenger, a 1-point loss to Wayne, and then the Mishawaka-Snyder games come up, and the wheels have kind of fallen off the bus.
Right.
How do they get back on track, especially against a team like Luers?
With a young team like Northside, you need a fast start. You know, they've fallen down behind early in almost every game. And it's just become a thing where it's steamrolled, you know. Now all of a sudden you're falling down double digits early to Mishawaka, double digits early to Snyder, and these are teams you just can't come back on. So Northside, to be competitive Friday, just really needs to come out, get an early score, an early stop, early turnover, something positive to really hang their hat on and get some positive momentum, because in these first quarters of games, Northside has just really been out of it. Either they're having to fight back into games like against Wayne and Dwenger, or they're just completely out of the game already. So that's the key for Northside to be competitive against Luers Friday, is get an early start, get some early momentum, positive vibes on that sideline, and see where it goes from there.
How difficult is it to stop that Luers offense, though? Because we've seen in a couple weeks past, I mean, Concordia's a pretty good team, better than some expected. They put up 52 against them last week, scored multiple ways, and then also the week before that, we saw what they did against Wayne. I mean,
yeah.
And Wayne has quite a few top-end athletes. So if you are Ryan Hall and that Northside Redskins defensive unit, how do you go about stopping Luers?
That's the big question. I mean, what do? Do you bring the house and get pressure on Noah Wazinski and kind of try to rattle him, or do you sit back in coverage, try to take away Austin Mack and play that run? I think that's what the debate teams have had this year to really defend Luers. What do? Do you attack, or do you lay back? And right now, I don't think either is working for defenses. So that's the key. You know, Northside's got athletes defensively. They really need to get some pressure, I think, on Noah Wazinski, and need to shut that run down up front. I think the key to really slow down Luers is being able to stop that run with your front four and defensive line really locking them up, and then being able to drop 6-7 or bring some blitzes in the pass game. But I don't know if Northside could do that because they're so undersized on the line this year.
When you take a look at Luers, their core four guys in their skill positions, you're talking about Wazinski, Mack, Tyrell Johnson, who probably doesn't get enough credit out there, and C.J. McCarter. Is there a better core four of guys in this area, you think?
I don't think so. I mean, C.J. McCarter is a hoss at running back. I mean, that dude is, you just look at him and you go, man, I don't want to tackle that kid. You know, he's a big kid. Tyrell Johnson, I was really impressed with him basketball season. I mean, he's sneaky good on the basketball court, just as good on the football field in that slot receiver position. I mean, you give him a little space and he's going to be gone, and he's got great open field moves, arguably some of the best in the area. So we talk a lot about Austin Mack, we talk a little bit about Noah Wazinski, but those two other guys, McCarter and Johnson, are real complementary guys that really take the pressure off those big two guys.
And I think Coach Lindsey's getting pretty creative on offense, because we've seen Austin Mack take a number of handoffs this year. Not something, I guess, that we've seen a whole lot of in the past in Luers' offensive schemes, but man, it works.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Why not do it?
Yeah, you know, you do it. It's, you know, anytime you can get the ball in the hands of a guy like Austin Mack, you're going to do it. And when they have the improved blocking like they have this year, you're really not, okay, I'm giving the ball to Austin Mack just to get drilled 8 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They're getting their blocks. The wide receivers have blocked really well, especially on those end arounds and gives to the outside. So when you're able to block and you're fundamentally sound up front, you're able to do some stuff like that.
Matt Gili and the rest of the Luers line much improved this season.